Kiamba. Very well.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to also make a contribution to the President's speech. First and foremost, Honorable Speaker, I wish to appreciate two important things. One thing that I actually liked in that speech is the promise that there will be exemption of taxation to agricultural inputs. I hope that is implemented very fast because our farmers are suffering with very expensive inputs that has made farming unprofitable. Honorable Speaker, I wish that is actually reinforced so that we could actually have our farmers benefiting from the issue of farming, the business of farming. Secondly, I wish to appreciate the issue of the sugar, the incentive they were actually given, and now that the fact that we can have our own sugar. I think that is a plus. Nevertheless, I think I have so many questions to ask on the President's speech, and I wish these issues would actually be put into context. One, Honorable Speaker, I think the concept of SHA was very beautiful, but the implementation, as far as I'm concerned, remains a scam. Simply because you realize today the people taking the burden of SHA are the salaried people. Kenya is not made of salaried people alone. When they carry the burden of SHA without the big businessmen who are not in SHA, the informal sector, you're making the salaried person a slave. This is specifically discriminatory, and I do not know what they were hiring for. If this is a program for Kenya, we surely need to have everybody in board, and we do not only have the salaried people carry the burden of SHA. Secondly, Honorable Speaker, when we were in this house, I heard also SHA is a Taifa Care. How many things are being introduced outside this parliament? I think it is respectful. The terms we get in this parliament continue to be used consistently. Otherwise, we are house for decoration. We are not house to make decisions for Kenyan. I was very shocked to hear, I don't know what care. While I knew very well we had SHA and we had the issue of chef, which we all knew. I think it is very demoting for people behind the curtains to go and start having other funny names because it erodes the Kenyan trust. Because we wonder when those names were crafted, what else was actually crafted. On the issue of SHA, Honorable Speaker, you know, people are hiding. What benefits are getting to these people? There is a lot of, what benefits? A person who has dialysis, a family, is being entitled to shillings per session, 6,000 shillings. How much is a session of dialysis? Honorable Speaker, let's unpackage this. And let's not pretend that we are newcomers in Kenya. If you give somebody with dialysis 6,000 shillings for a family, what are you actually giving? That's a big joke. I think that needs to be reviewed. Honorable Speaker, the Andani in SHA must go out. If we have said Andani is corrupt, Andani is corrupt all through. We cannot have an element of Andani in SHA, and it's being covered up to think like we don't have Adan. We need Adan out of SHA, Honorable Speaker. And I think that is actually in order. Right, one of the companies that is actually implementing SHA is in partnership with Andani. And it is all over. Honorable Speaker, I can see everybody's in arms because this house has decided that any other voice should not actually be heard. But Honorable Speaker, protect me. My second point, Honorable Speaker, nobody is against public-private partnership. And when we say we accuse Andani and the Kenyans rejected the issue of Andani, it is not issue of rejecting public-private partnership.
Add the 100 minute. Yes, her time was taken away. 1 minute.
I think, Honorable Speaker, the issue of governance. I think the President talked about this. But recently, when we had what we are calling the broad-based government, what we are witnessing is a case where the opposition has joined the government. I can say practically in this house, we don't have a functional
opposition, because everything is becoming yes, 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 yes. And I don't think Kenyans are getting what they should get out of the parliament. This is reducing the democratic space that the Kenyans have actually worked so hard to develop.